Come once again to this channel, Forex with Otabo, and in today's discussion you would be seeing my face because I want to teach you how to use an awesome indicator to know when to buy and sell. I want to teach you this, how to know when to buy and sell using an indicator. The indicator is called Alligator, the Alligator indicator. So you'll be seeing just my screen, and I'll show you how to set it up, and I'll show you how to use it. Now this indicator is very great because as a scalper, you can use it as a scalper to show you when to buy and sell as a scalper. It will also tell you when to exit, when to close the trade, when to close it either in profit or in loss. Now this I've always analyzed this particular indicator, and it has proven to be very effective. Even as an intraday trader or a swing trader, you can even use it to know when to enter a trade if it lines up with your analysis. If you see it on a resistance or a support, it gives you more confirmation to enter that trade. So quickly, without wasting much time, I really want to make this very short. So let's go out to how we can install it. Now you see the F sign up here, just beside the plus sign, the F sign. That's where you have to click to see all the list of indicators. So let's click the F sign. Click the F sign. We see a lot of indicators. But we're not interested in all this. What we are looking for now is the alligator. So you scroll down, you scroll all the way down, and you find it down here. You can see it's under Bill Williams, alligator. So you click, and it shows you the setup. Now choose it as is, as default. Do not attempt to change anything. You just click on the done, and you have it here. So this is what the indicator looks like: the green, the red, and the blue line. So basically, how do you use this indicator? Very easy. Even my little niece can use this. If I explain to her, she can. It's pretty easy to use. Tells you when to buy and when to sell. So I'll give you an example right now on the Great Britain pounds against the US dollar. You can see here, basically, when it's the green line that the green line that tells you what to do. When the green line crosses the red at any point, if it crosses from above, if it crosses the red line from above, it means you should sell. While if it crosses the red line from below, it means you should buy. Let me show you an example right now. So on the Great Britain pounds against the US dollar, on Friday we had a cross. You can see this point I'm pointing right now. So on the Great Britain pounds against the US dollar, the green line crossed the red line, and immediately it crossed. You could have hit a sell. It crossed, and then it also crossed the blue line, which was another great confirmation for the sell. So once it crossed, you could have hit that sell. And what happened? And it went all the way, boom. You'd have held it all the way and close. When will you close? You close when you see that it crossed again. So when the green line crossed the red line again, the red line, that is an indication of a buy about to happen. So what does it mean? It means you close your original sell you entered from here. When you see this cross from the downside above the red, you close that trade, and if possible you can close the trade and enter a buy. So now I'm looking at the buy example now. So when it crosses from below, when the green crosses the red from below, what would you have done? At this point, you would have hit a buy, and see what happened. It went all the way up, and then see now it now crossed back again. So it crossed. So now right now the green line has crossed the red line. No, not right now, some minutes ago. So what would I have done? I would have closed that trade, would have closed that buy. So basically that is it. You're just trading the cross, trading the green crossing the red. That is it. Let me now show you. As a scalper, I advise you use this on a smaller time frame, like the 15 minutes. And let's go to 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame on the You can see 15 minutes time. Let me change this pair now, so you don't think it's only one pair he works with. Let's look at what happened in the euro against the Great Britain pounds. So great. So you can see this example. At times it can be a bit messy. Like in this point, you can see what was happening at this point. It can be a bit messy. So, but let's roll over to this. What happened here? You can see the green crossed the red. What would you have easily done? You'd have hit your sell. And what happened afterwards? Boom! It went all the way down. It still hasn't given you a clue to close the trade. It hasn't crossed over. Well, at this point, he attempted to cross, but it didn't cross fully. So you could have closed here, but it didn't cross over completely. You could have held that sell. So you would have been making a lot of money since after this happened. So this has really shown to be accurate to a lot of extent, in the sense that even at the times where it crosses and immediately it crosses again, you would have still made a profit, or you'd have made a little loss. But now, relatively, remember, the goal of this game is to have more wins than your loss. It's fine to make losses in Forex. It's fine. But then, at every point in which it happened and then it crossed almost immediately, you close it, and you always be in a minimal loss, or best case scenario, you are in little profit. But at the times where it goes all the way down, like in this example that we saw, you saw how much you would have made from this cross. From this cross, it went all the way, and it's still holding. It still hasn't crossed over yet. So that's it. So let me look at another example for a buy. Okay, see where this happened at this point where the green crossed the red from below. You could have entered a buy at this point, and boom. Okay, you could have closed here, still in profit, but then it still didn't even cross over. It was just a bounce. It just bounced off. So you could have easily bought again when it crossed over to the upside. You could have closed your buy at this point when you thought it was crossing and enter another buy. And what would happen here when you enter another buy? You see what happened? It went all from here, from this point, it went all the way up, and you'd have held that buy. Do not close that buy until this happened, until the green crossed the red again. So it's that simple. You sell when the green crosses the red from above. When it crosses it from above, you sell. And when it crosses it from below this point, you buy. It is very easy to use the alligator indicator. You can just set it and run through your chart. At points where it is ranging, I advise you to avoid using it when it is ranging, like when you have this. I believe you know what range is. I've explained that in one of my previous videos. If you haven't, go back and listen to the video. So avoid ranges, avoid consolidation. So you can see this example. It crossed from, okay, this, first of all, it crossed here, it crossed from below, it crossed the red line, the green crossed the red line. You could have bought, and what happened? At this point, the green crossed the red, which is an indication to close that buy, and then you can enter a sell. And what happened? It went all the way down here, and somewhere around here it crossed above. So you could have closed your sell at this point. So it's that simple. It's just set it up on your MT4, and with any pair, any commodity, it happens. It's because you can see this is a fresh one that just happened. Australian dollar against the US dollar, a fresh one. It just, the green crossed the red, so you could have sold at this point. And what happened? Boom! You see all these profits. Great stuff, I tell you. Great stuff. So just set it up and look through it yourself on your charts. It's called the alligator. It's an awesome indicator. You can also use it as a intraday trader or a swing trader. Just use it as a confirmation. If you see that the green crosses the red on a support, what do? You buy. And if you're on a resistance and you see that the green crosses the red from above, you sell. So it is that easy. You can see it even in gold. You see the cross, the green crosses the red, and boom, it went all the way up. Now you could have held that position and closed when this happened, when the green crossed cross the red again. You could have closed it to be safe. So it's very simple to use. You can see crosses over from up, crosses the red, a good sell, and boom, it went all the way down. It could have held. So it's everywhere. You can see it on every time frame. You can see it on M4. You can see it on the daily time frame. It's everywhere. It's a good indicator, good stuff to use. So you can see this cross here. I can go on and show you all the examples, but it's pretty easy. So I hope you got value for this. I'll be ending this right now. So if you have any question, ask in the comment section, and I'll be glad to respond. Remember to subscribe. Remember to like the video if you got value for this. Once again, this is the alligator strategy, using the alligator indicator to trade. It's good stuff. I'm guaranteed you make profit if you can use this consistently. If it gives you a sign to enter, if it gives you a sign to exit, profit or loss, your profit is going to be far more than your loss. So at this point, I'll be ending this video. Thank you very much. Remember to stay safe and God bless. Ciao.